Boys and girls, today our vocabulary strategy is working on prefixes. This ties in with what we did with lesson 1. We're just going to extend some of the prefixes that we're talking about this week in lesson 2. So let's review. A prefix is a word part or an affix that is added to the beginning of a root word. So remember, an affix can be a suffix or a prefix attached to a base word. In this case, we're talking about a prefix, so it comes at the beginning, okay? And your base word is a word to which affixes are added to complete the word. A root word is a word part to which the affixes are added to make a complete word. Okay, so that's just a little review on the difference between a root word and a base word. Okay, so let's take a look at the ones that we're going to look at for this week. So we're going to look at the prefixes im, in, and il. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's look at the prefix in. So all of our prefixes this week are going to equal not. So if we put in at the beginning of the word, it would mean not. So if I said I was insecure, that would mean I am not secure with something. Okay, that means that I might be nervous about it or unsure of doing it. Can you think of a prefix that starts with a word that starts with the prefix in? Great job. Your next one is the prefix im, I am. So remember, this is what we are putting at the beginning of a word, and it changes the meaning. So if you looked at the word polite, polite means to have manners. If we put im in front of it, impolite, it means that you are not polite, you are rude. Okay, so it completely switched that word around. Okay, so give me an example of a word that has im in front of it as a prefix. Great job. Your next prefix is ill. So this also means not. So if you look at the picture here, this is Mrs. Vasquez in jail, which, oh boy, I hope that never happens. If I was in jail, I did something that was illegal. The opposite of legal. I did something that was not legal. Okay? So this is a great time to talk about synonyms and antonyms, boys and girls. If I had the word legal was my word, an antonym that I could put is illegal. See how prefixes can really help us out? I want you to go ahead and think of another word with the prefix ill in the beginning. Go ahead, say that word. Great job. Your next word is irreplaceable. So IR together makes the sound, okay? Irreplaceable. It means not replaceable. So think of your heart. You get one heart, okay? It is not able to be replaced. Let's hope it never needs to be replaced. You're irreplaceable, each of you. You are not able to be replaced. Think of another word that has the prefix IR at the beginning of it. Go ahead. Great job. Here are a few more examples. So the prefix in that we talked about up top. In means, remember, not lack of. You see that all of our prefixes this week mean that. Did you think of the word inexperience? I sure did. And if you have inexperience, it means you lack experience at something. I certainly lack experience at the sport of golf. Let's go down and look at another example of im. Im also means not or lack of. If something is impossible, it means it's not possible. It is impossible for Mrs. Vasquez to fly on a sparrow. Yes, that is very impossible. Next, ill. illogical means not or lack of. Okay, so illogical means not logical or a lack of logic. There is no logic behind this picture of Mrs. Vasquez throwing heart confetti popping out of a toilet. That is an illogical image. IR means irrational is our word. It means it's not rational. It is not rational to think my mind is going to blow when I'm thinking of something. So having your mind blown is an irrational thought. Okay, boys and girls, your next activity on the following slide is that you are going to practice doing a sort using these prefixes, il, im, and in. Great job today.